Hello, I'm so happy you're here today to practice English with me. In this lesson, we will learn how to talk about your family in simple, natural sentences. You will use a method called shadowing, which means you listen to me, then repeat what I say. Shadowing helps you improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence when speaking English. As you shadow each sentence, try to match my speed and tone. Don't worry if it feels a little fast at first. You can slow down and repeat as many times as you need. Talking about your family is a great topic because everyone has family members to share. When you learn to describe your mother, father, siblings, or cousins, you also learn useful words and sentence patterns that you can use in many situations. You might talk about your family when you meet new friends, introduce yourself in class, or write a simple message in English. By the end of this video, you will feel more comfortable using common family words and structures in your own conversation. In this introduction, we will cover what family means, why shadowing works, and how today's practice will help you. First, family means a group of people connected by blood or marriage. This can include your parents, brothers or sisters, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. You might also consider close friends as family in a kind and supportive sense. We will focus on immediate family members like my mother, my father, and my sister, so you can start with the most common words. Next, let's talk about shadowing. Shadowing is like an echo exercise. I speak, you repeat. This helps your mouth get used to the sounds of English and helps your ears recognize correct pronunciation. You can shadow out loud or in your mind if you are practicing alone. Either way, try to copy my intonation and rhythm as closely as possible. Now that you know what shadowing is and why talking about family matters, let's move on to the next chapter. In the next part, we will explore why family is so important and how we can use that idea to connect with others in English. Let's begin our journey into talking about your family. Why family is important. In the first chapter, we learned what family means and how shadowing helps your pronunciation. Now let's talk about why family is such an important topic. Families give us love and support. When you talk about your family, you share the people who care for you and know you best. This connection makes your English more meaningful because you speak about what matters. Family stories are fun to share. You can tell someone about your mother's cooking, your sister's hobbies, or your grandparents' advice. When you describe these experiences, you practice words and sentences that help you connect with others. For example, you might say, "My grandmother always bakes bread on Sundays," or "My brother loves to play soccer." These sentences show who your family members are and what they do. Key family vocabulary. In the previous chapter, we saw why family matters and how talking about your family helps you connect with others. Now we will learn the most important words for family members. First, let's meet your parents. You say my mother or simply my mum, and you say my father or my dad. Notice how mother has 3 syllables, mother. Father also has 2 clear parts, father. Try saying my mother and my father after me. My mother, my father. Next, let's talk about siblings. If you have a sister, you say my sister. If you have a brother, you say my brother. Practice these. My sister, my brother. Feel the difference between sister and brother. Sometimes you have more family members beyond your parents and siblings. You might have a grandmother, or my grandma, and a grandfather, or my grandpa. Try my grandmother, my grandfather, and then the shorter forms, my grandma, my grandpa. You can repeat both the full words and the casual words to practice. You might also have aunts and uncles. An aunt has 1 syllable, like aunt, and an uncle has 2 syllables, uncle. Shadow these with me. My aunt, my uncle. If you have many cousins, You say, my cousin for one, and my cousins for more than one. Say, my cousin, my cousins. Let's repeat all of them in one sentence. My mother and my father, my sister and my brother, my grandma and my grandpa, my aunt and my uncle, and my cousins. Repeat after me, slowly at first. My mother and my father, my sister and my brother, my grandma and my grandpa, my aunt and my uncle, and my cousins. Now, try asking a question with these words. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Then answer, yes, I have one brother and two sisters. Or no, I am an only child. Practice both a question and an answer. By learning these basic words, mother, father, sister, brother, grandmother, grandfather, aunt, uncle, cousin, you can describe almost any close family. Shadow each of these words and sentences until they feel natural. In the next chapter, we will use these words in simple sentences and structures like I have and my sister is, so you can build clear, friendly descriptions of your own family. Let's move forward and see how to put these words into action. Useful sentences and structures. Now that you know the main family words, let's use them in simple sentences. First, we can say, I have, to show your family members. For example, I say, I have a sister and a brother. You can shadow after me. I have a sister and a brother. Then change it to your own. I have a mother and two cousins. Next, we describe people with my family member is. This helps you share more details. I'll say, my sister is a student. Repeat, my sister is a student. Now you try. My father is a teacher. Then, my grandmother is kind. Each time you repeat, notice how we use is for one person and are for more than one. You can say, my cousins are funny. We can also talk about where your family lives with we live in. For example, we live in a small town. Shadow me. We live in a small town. Then try your own. We live in Karachi. If you want to mention someone's hobby, you can say, my brother likes soccer. Repeat, my brother likes soccer. Then try, my aunt likes gardening. To talk about routines or habits, use my mother usually or every Sunday, my grandparents. I'll say, every Sunday, my grandparents bake bread. Shadow that. Every Sunday, my grandparents bake bread. Then you say, my mother usually cooks dinner. Practicing these structures helps you speak more naturally. Finally, let's put two ideas together in one sentence. My sister is a student, and she lives in Lahore. Say it with me. My sister is a student, and she lives in Lahore. Now you choose two details and try. My father is a teacher, and he likes reading. Repeat until it feels easy. In the next chapter, we will hear a short, friendly conversation using these sentences. You will shadow each line and see how these structures come alive when people talk. Let's go on and practice with a real dialogue. Example conversation. In the previous chapter, we learned useful sentences like I have and my sister is, and practiced putting two ideas together. Now let's hear those sentences in a real conversation. I will say each line first, then you shadow after me. Shadow each sentence at your own pace and repeat until it feels natural. Teacher: hello, I'm Sarah. Shadow after me. Hello, I'm Sarah. Teacher: what is your name? Shadow after me. What is your name? Teacher: my name is Ahmed. It's nice to meet you. Shadow after me. My name is Ahmed. It's nice to meet you. Teacher: do you have any siblings? Shadow after me. Do you have any siblings? Teacher: yes, I have one sister and one brother. Shadow after me. Yes, I have one sister and one brother. Teacher: my sister is a student and she lives in Dubai. Shadow after me. My sister is a student and she lives in Dubai. Teacher: what does your brother like to do? Shadow after me. What does your brother like to do? Teacher: my brother likes to play soccer every weekend. Shadow after me. My brother likes to play soccer every weekend. Teacher, that sounds fun. Does your family play together? Shadow after me. That sounds fun. Does your family play together? Teacher, yes, we play soccer in the park every Saturday. Shadow after me. Yes, we play soccer in the park every Saturday. Teacher, my mother usually brings snacks, and my father takes pictures. Shadow after me. My mother usually brings snacks, and my father takes pictures. Teacher, your family sounds wonderful. Shadow after me. Your family sounds wonderful. Teacher, now you try both parts. My family plays soccer in the park every Saturday. Shadow after me. My family plays soccer in the park every Saturday. Teacher, great job. You used we play and my mother very well. Shadow after me. Great job. You used we play and my mother very well. By shadowing this example conversation, you practice asking questions, giving answers, and using key structures naturally. In the next chapter, we will do longer shadowing practice with connected sentences, so you can build fluency and confidence. Let's continue and keep practicing. Shadowing practice. In the last chapter, we heard a natural dialogue and shadowed each line. Now, let's put these ideas together in longer, connected sentences. I will speak 2 or 3 sentences in a row, and then pause for you to repeat the full passage. This will help you practice rhythm, pronunciation, and linking ideas smoothly. I'll begin. My family lives in a small apartment near the city center. Every morning, my mother prepares breakfast for all of us, and she always makes my favorite pancakes. After breakfast, my father goes to work at the office, and my sister goes to school. Now you shadow. My family lives in a small apartment near the city center. Every morning, my mother prepares breakfast for all of us, and she always makes my favorite pancakes. After breakfast, my father goes to work at the office, and my sister goes to school. Next, listen and repeat. On weekends, we like to spend time together in the park. My brother plays soccer with his friends, while my grandparents sit under a tree and talk about their childhood. In the afternoon, we all sit together and share stories about our week. Short pause. Your turn. On weekends, we like to spend time together in the park. My brother plays soccer with his friends, while my grandparents sit under a tree and talk about their childhood. In the afternoon, we all sit together and share stories about our week. Let's try one more. Every summer, my aunt and uncle visit us from another city. They bring gifts and cook traditional meals for the whole family. We feel happy and grateful when they arrive, because we always enjoy our time together. Short pause. Now shadow these sentences. Every summer, my aunt and uncle visit us from another city. They bring gifts and cook traditional meals for the whole family. We feel happy and grateful when they arrive, because we always enjoy our time together. Great work! By shadowing these connected passages, you practice key vocabulary, sentence structures, and the flow of English speech. In the next chapter, we will review the main points in different words and wrap up with motivation to keep practicing every day. Let's move on to our conclusion. In the last chapter, we practiced longer passages and connected our sentences smoothly. Now let's review the most important ideas in a new way before you finish today's practice. Talking about your family helps you share the people and experiences you care about, and shadowing each sentence makes your pronunciation and rhythm stronger. First, remember the key words: mother, father, sister, brother, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, and cousin. You can use I have to name your family members and my family member is to describe them. You also learned how to talk about routines with my family lives in, every Sunday, my mother, and combining ideas. My sister is a student and she lives in Lahore. Second, by shadowing questions and answers, you saw how to ask others about their family. Do you have any siblings? Or what does your brother like to do? These questions help you connect in conversation and show genuine interest. Finally, practicing connected passages like morning routines or summer visits helps you speak more naturally and confidently. Each time you shadow, you build muscle memory for English sounds and sentence flow. Keep these points in mind and practice every day. Even 5 minutes of shadowing can make a big difference. Talk about your own family, ask friends about theirs, and don't be afraid to repeat sentences until they feel easy. You are making real progress, so stay motivated and keep speaking English with confidence. Practice every day and celebrate each step forward. Finally, practicing connected passages like morning routines or summer visits helps you speak more naturally and confidently. Each time you shadow, you build muscle memory for English sounds and sentence flow. Keep these points in mind and practice every day. Even 5 minutes of shadowing can make a big difference. Talk about your own family, ask friends about theirs, and don't be afraid to repeat sentences until they feel easy. You are making real progress, so stay motivated and keep speaking English with confidence. Practice every day and celebrate each step forward.